We're looking now at a nice small lot of 10 mid-19th century American bindings. This one here is actually dated 1854 by Appleton in New York. As you can see, there is some damp staining at the upper corner of the text block, but there are illustrations, engraved plates, a few of them within, like so. Oliver Cromwell, a nice gilt pictorial spine there with embossed pictorial boards. And here is another excellent gilt pictorial spine with a blind stamped cover. This is 1854, the letters of Lady Russell. Yeah, nice spining. It's got some wear to it, as you can see. Along the cloth is worn off in spots. And here is a fine with grapes and cluster of vines, floral. This is an intricate, interesting embossed period binding. And we see a wood engraved frontis. It's 1859 in New York. And you can see there are other illustrations within it. There's scattered foxing and spotting throughout. And here is a beautiful book with a blind stamped binding with gilt spine as well. And this book is got an engraved title page there. It's probably 1850's, like these others. Here is an interesting, like a pebble cloth binding with gilt spine lettering. With kind regards of the author, 1858. Beautiful handwriting right there. And that's William Winter, Boston, 1859. It's a poetry book, very well preserved with the author's inscription. Here is an interesting running pattern on the outlines of these covers with ornate gilt lettering and a little bit of simple decoration. And here we see a detailed wood engraving signed below there, 1855. As you can see, there are numerous engravings throughout, including here is a map. Text block remains basically clean, tight, and sound. That's a fine engraving right there. Architecture with carriages. And now, next book is this Illustrations of Genius. Look at this central embossed stamp in blind on this cloth binding. Early, interesting book plate there. 1854, Boston, Ticknor and Fields. Clean, tight, and sound internally. Very well preserved book, almost as issued. Here is a nice, very decorative, ornately gilt stamped spine with very nice blind stamped boards as well. The end papers are advertisements. And we see 1857, steel engraved frontis with a tissue guard. This is one of those books of the era which has all of the text set within ruled boxes throughout. It's a style of text typesetting. And so here we've got a beautiful ornate gilt spine on Sir Walter Scott. The binding again is ornately stamped in blind. We've got wood engraved frontis illustrations, 1855 Boston. It's an odd volume, but it stands alone for the contents, and it's basically offered for the attractive binding. And the last book is this Ralph Waldo Emerson. Again, same era. This would appear to be, yes, 1852 Boston. And again, internally sound and tight. Binding is a little bit chipped and worn, but still well preserved. And so this nice lot of 10 mid-19th century cloth-bound American books is available online from me, Brian DeMambro, here in Dover, New Hampshire.